So, Adeolu, how do you manage to keep all your wives in line? Chief Olai inquired, his curiosity piqued. I keep them in constant fear. In the heart of a bustling African village, where colorful huts line the streets and vibrant marketplaces bustle with activity, a shadow cast a pall over the lives of four co-wives, ensnared in a web of abuse and bitter rivalry. Meet Nia, the eldest and most experienced among them. Her weary eyes bear witness to years of enduring her husband's cruelty, but she holds a deep-seated anger toward her younger counterparts. They think they can outshine me, she mutters to herself, her voice tinged with bitterness. But they'll soon learn their place. Kemi, radiant with ambition and beauty, sees her co-wives as nothing more than obstacles in her quest for dominance in her husband's affections. They're all just jealous, she said to herself, but they'll never be able to compete with me. Adaiz, gentle and nurturing by nature, finds herself caught in the crossfire of her co-wives' animosity. I just want peace, she pleads to Zara, her voice trembling with fear. But it seems like they won't rest until they've torn each other apart. And then there's Zara, the youngest and most spirited of them all. Her defiance serves as a shield against the barbs and insults hurled her way by her older counterparts. I won't let them bring me down, she vows to herself, her jaw set with determination. I'll rise above their petty games and make my own way. As tensions simmer and tempers flare, these four co-wives navigate the treacherous waters of marriage, each vying for power and control in a household fraught with animosity and resentment. Their husband, Chief Adeolu, is a man of great influence in the village. He's respected by many, but his power has twisted him into a tyrant at home. It all starts with small things, like when one of his wives disagrees with him. You think you know better than me? He bellows at Nia, his first wife, his face red with anger. You're useless. And then he hits her, leaving her bruised and scared. For Kemi, the abuse is different. Chief Adeolu is controlling and mean. You're nothing without me, he sneers, his voice cutting like a knife. You're lucky I even bother with you. His words hurt more than any physical blow. Adais, the third wife, suffers in silence. Chief Adeolu's abuse is subtle, like a snake in the grass. Why can't you be more like Nia? He murmurs, his words dripping with poison. You disappoint me. Adai's heart breaks a little more each time he compares her to her co-wives. And then there's Zara, the youngest wife. She's fiery and bold, and Chief Adeolu doesn't like that. You'll do as I say, he snarls, his eyes flashing with anger. Or else. But Zara refuses to back down, standing tall in the face of his threats. As the days pass, Chief Adeolu's abuse only gets worse. His wives live in constant fear, never knowing when his temper will explode next. He constantly compares them to each other, as they all live as enemies. Each co-wife, trapped in the suffocating grip of Chief Adeolu's tyranny, clings to a fragile hope of escape. In their desperate bid for freedom, they mistakenly believe that winning his favor will shield them from his emotional and physical torture. Nia, the eldest and most experienced, spends countless sleepless nights scheming ways to regain her husband's approval, convinced that if she can just meet his impossible standards, the abuse will stop. I'll do anything to make him happy, she whispers to herself, her heart heavy with resignation. Kemi, fueled by her ambition and thirst for power, sees winning Chief Adeolu's favor as her ticket to freedom. She flatters and panders to him, hoping that if she can become his favorite, she'll finally be safe from his cruel whims. He'll see how valuable I am, she tells herself, her voice tinged with desperation. Adaeze, gentle and nurturing by nature, believes that, if she can just be the perfect wife and mother, Chief Adeolu will finally treat her with kindness. She sacrifices her own happiness and well-being in a desperate attempt to shield her children from their father's wrath. "I'll do whatever it takes to protect them," she vows, her resolve unwavering despite the pain. And then there's Zara, the youngest and most spirited of them all. Refusing to bow down to Chief Adeolu's tyranny, she rebels against his authority at every turn, convinced that she can outsmart him and escape his clutches. "I won't let him break me," she declares defiantly, her eyes blazing with determination. But as the days turn into weeks and the abuse continues unabated, one day Chief Adeolu had a meeting with one of his friends, Chief Olayi. As they sat together, Chief Olayi couldn't help but notice the control Chief Adeolu seemed to have over his wives. "So, Adeolu, how do you manage to keep all your wives in line?" Chief Olayi inquired, his curiosity piqued. Chief Adeolu chuckled darkly, a smug grin spreading across his face. "It's simple," he explained. "I keep them in constant fear. I make sure to compare them to each other, always reminding them that they're not good enough. That way, they stay under my thumb, too scared to rebel." Unbeknownst to Chief Adeolu, Zara had been eavesdropping on their conversation. Shocked and outraged by his callous words, she quickly sought out Nia and urged her to listen in as well. Nia's heart pounded with fury as she heard Chief Adeolu's cruel admission. Without a moment's hesitation, they both left the scene to share this revelation with the other wives. As they gathered together, Zara and Nia recounted what they had overheard, their voices trembling with anger and determination. "We can't let him continue to treat us like this," Zara declared, her eyes blazing with defiance. "We need to stand up to him and show him that we won't be controlled any longer." Each co-wife begins to realize the painful truth that no amount of favor or submission will ever shield them from Chief Adeolu's cruelty. United in their resolve, the wives devised a plan to confront Chief Adeolu and demand an end to his abuse. Drawing upon their collective strengths and cunning, the co-wives hatched a meticulous plan to bring about their husband's downfall, weaving a tapestry of deception and intrigue. First, they carefully gathered evidence of Chief Adeolu's abusive behavior, documenting each instance of cruelty and manipulation. They collected testimonies from witnesses who had observed his mistreatment of them behind closed doors. Next, they enlisted the help of Chief Olayi, who had become disillusioned with Chief Adeolu's bad ways. With his support, they devised a plan to expose Chief Adeolu's true nature to the village elders, who held the power to hold him accountable for his actions. The co-wives knew that they needed to act quickly and decisively. They arranged a meeting with the village elders, presenting them with their evidence and testimonies. Chief Olayi stood by their side, adding his own account of Chief Adeolu's abusive behavior. As the village elders listened to their stories, their faces turned serious. "This is very serious," one elder said, shaking his head. "We need to do something about this." Another elder agreed. "Chief Adeolu's actions are causing trouble in our village. We can't let it continue." Finally, they made a decision. "Chief Adeolu, you're no longer the leader," they told him. "You have to leave the village and never come back." Chief Adeolu was shocked, but he had to go. His time of causing trouble was over, and the village could finally have peace again. Each co-wife played her part with unwavering resolve, driven by the hope of a future free from fear and tyranny. Together, they had toppled a tyrant and paved the way for a new era of equality and respect in their village. And as they stood united against injustice, their bond grew stronger, a testament to the power of solidarity in the face of adversity. Supported by their newfound unity, the co-wives embarked on a journey of healing and empowerment. They reclaimed their voices and their agency, refusing to be silenced by the injustices of the past. As they looked towards the future, they knew that they were stronger together. And with each step forward, they paved the way for a world where all women could live free from fear and oppression.